Beautiful, precious, bright souls, hello and welcome to Ascension's Love with Alice, a return to union. We are here today bringing forth an angelic insight to the week commencing Monday the 1st of February all the way through to the 7th, Sunday the 7th. So what a wonderful week it is. We have in bulk, right, on the 1st, you know, Bridget's Day. So that's going to be really, really wonderful. A real change in pace, I feel, is about to happen here with this week. We've had the full moon in Leo, that fabulously courageous and feisty sign, right? Bringing through that wonderful, wonderful full moon. And if you didn't check out the guidance for that full moon reading, go back and have a little look. See if the reading that came through for that full moon was very apparent for you or not. I always love to watch back videos from the past to kind of see whether it played out, whether things played out in that way. But for now, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at what energy is coming up, what we are going to be supported with, what we're going to be encouraged to work with, release, maybe integrate. And this video of foresight, of insight, is really, really helpful to actually help us align on our ascension path, right? So that the process can be smoother, more graceful, bring more ease through, right? For those people that are actively working on really feeling that calmness, that peace, that alignment in their life, these videos are really, really wonderful for you. So I'm really excited to dive straight into this reading. So let's have a look here. We're going to start by just playing some themes of the week. You know, what themes, what energy is coming up for the week. And you know what, you guys, if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. Welcome for being here. It's so wonderful to have you here. It's always a pleasure to reach as many people and hope that at least one thing that gets shared in this video is going to resonate with you and just provide that bit of help, right? That a little bit of extra assistance and love from the universe. So this card is wanting to come out, so I'm going to keep this card out. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that you get updated when new videos and new insight just come out for you. But we're going to pull a couple of cards here. So we've got Snake, of course we have, coming out for rebirth. We've got Go For It, Reaching For Your Dreams. That's that full moon card. And we've got that waning moon card. I don't know that this could be even more perfect. It's literally aligned with that lunar cycle that we are right in the middle of right now. So, you know, full moon energy. What's on the bottom? We've got passed over loved ones coming up. So this is about support, forgiveness, comfort, that type of energy. Now, what's really fascinating here is when we look at the lunar cycle, right? The lunar cycle really does have a great impact on us, right? You know, the full moon, the new moon, and everything in between. You know, if we start working with those cycles in a really good way, then we can really streamline things, our manifestations. You know, we can streamline relationships, everything to do with our life, right? Because the moon brings forth from us the most subtle skills, the emotional side, right? You know, the those inner desires, you know, and when we harness that power, that sister moon energy, especially when we're working with that brother sun already, right? You know, it's very, very, very powerful. Now the full moon, which is the card that we've got in the middle here, is all about harvesting whatever seeds you planted in that new moon, right? And the space in between the new moon and the full moon is very much about kind of working out the kinks, you know, releasing anything that that is stopping you from harvesting. Right now, what's really interesting is for this week commencing the 1st, we've had the full moon. Right, the full moon's been, right? And we've just moved into the waning moon, right? So what I find really fascinating here is when we do this reading, when we're bringing this reading through, the energies of this full moon is still very active. They're still very present. There is a lot of rebirth happening for this week, and it's likely that you've been feeling that very strongly from the previous week as well. You know, and I think abundance was a big theme of last week as well, right? And sometimes to make that physical, we might be manifesting abundance left, right and center and pulling it in, but to actually make it physical, sometimes there is a block, and there is still things here being released even in this week commencing the 1st of February. So it's going to be really wonderful to get more depth on this as we go through. But there is definitely that shedding of the old skin. There is definitely that rebirth energy coming through, right? And for the collective as well as for yourselves, right, watching this, there is the reminder that, you know, whatever your dreams are, whatever your soul desires are, you can have them, right? So there's a lot of hope coming through for this coming week, a lot of hope, a lot of fresh start, and no doubt it will be that energy of Bridget. And I wonder if she'll come out in a sec as well, because once again we have Bridget's Day on the 1st, right? The 1st and the 2nd of Feb, which is where that fire, right? You bring that fire into your home, you bring that fire into your belly, right? To your stomach. You know, it's the start, it's the sign of, you know, the harvest is, not the harvest, the coldness is over, right? And it's starting to, the days are starting to get longer, right? But we also have the waning moon coming in here, so there is this aspect of, you know, because after a full moon, we then move into the waning moon, and we want to be showing the gratitude, we want to be showing appreciation in that space of time, because what we do is we then reflect on how the previous 2 weeks have been, and you know, and kind of check ourselves. You know, did we follow our guidance? Did we follow our inner system? Did we change the patterns that have held us back previously? So there is going to be a lot of introspection happening as well this week. So really fascinating, but I'm very keen to see who is supporting us through this week and what extra messages are coming through. So we've got Lady Portia coming in with Divine Order. Ooh. We've got Commander Ashtar coming in, Call to Action. Look at this. These are very, very aligned as well. I love that Lady Portia is coming in, and White Spirit. I love that Lady Portia is coming in here. Sorry, I just have to laugh at this. I think Isis has shown up every single week now. Since, well, she just shows up every week. Because we are all children of Isis, right? And if you work with Magdalene as well, right, you know, if you work with that Magdalene energy as well, you know, the Magdalene is here, she's back, and she's seeding within every single person, and as she seeds within every person that rise of the feminine Christ, the rise of that divine feminine, so does Isis, because the Magdalenes come from Isis lineage, right? But anyway, let's get back to this. So we've got Lady Portia coming in here. Lady Portia is the twin flame of Saint Germain, right? You know, she's reminding us that divine order is in place. So although the shedding of the skin and the rebirthing can be uncomfortable, it can feel hot, it can feel irritating, it can feel oh, what's the word, you know, when you just kind of need to just expend some energy and just, you know, breathe it out. Lady Portia is here to remind us that, you know, everything is happening in divine order. There is a lesson unfolding here, that clarity and insight is coming through for you. You know, being the twin flame of Saint Germain as well, there's that transformation, that alchemic process that is very much happening, especially with Isis here looking through the whole week and really holding that space, because Isis is the embodiment of that divine feminine, you know, the mother, the queen, the enchantress, all aspects of her. She's magic manifesting and alchemy, right? You know, whatever your dreams, visions and goals are, they're coming through here, and she's stepping forth to say, hey, you know what, this is still happening for you. If it's not showing up physically, don't worry, because it is going to be very soon, right? Commander Ashtar is all about calling to action. So where do we need to bring in a little bit more of that masculine energy? Where do we need to bring in that queen energy, in the archetype of the divine feminine, right? You know, the queen who will surround herself by the best of the best, right? The queen who will invest in herself, in her own growth, who will, you know, if she wants something, she'll go and get it, right? That aligned action. And, you know, and we compare that with the divine masculine, where he takes aligned action, right? The divine masculine takes that aligned action. So Commander Ashtar is coming in here as well, pairing with this reaching for your dreams, which is about taking charge, right? Walk your talk. You want whatever it is that you want. Enough talking about it, enough saying this is what I want, because the universe is showing you. The universe is saying, hey, you want this? Let me show you what isn't aligning with you here, right? Let me show you that. And that's why Snake comes in here, right? You know, Snake is showing us what isn't aligning. And if we don't pay attention, Snake bites. You know, and that's when it starts to feel uncomfortable within ourselves. I know last week, for example, there was some people, and, you know, many people might resonate with this, but sometimes I personally, you know, feel the energy of the collective like run through me like an electric current, right? Especially when Mother Earth wants to ground something, digest something and transmute something, and it feels like an electric bolt, and then it feels like fire, right? And that's the energy I'm feeling here with this, is that, you know, there is that shedding and grounding and earthing of the energies that haven't been serving you, so that you can actually take aligned action that are aligned with your dreams, right? You know, you say you want to achieve something, but we have to release that which is stopping us achieving those dreams, right? You know, we're going to process them in our dream time, in our waking time, and we've got white eagle saying, hey, all your ancestors are around you, standing tall with you, standing strong with you. You know, connect to your lineage. Go through some past lives. Do some past life work, do some Akashic work. Guys, if you are looking for someone to facilitate an Akashic journey, a soul retrieval, right? Anchor removal, facilitate, hold the space for you as you go through a healing process, or just bring clarity to you if you are feeling that fogginess, then book in, send me an email. Let's get you booked in for an Akashic journey, a past life soul retrieval, a quantum healing, right? Let's book in for some angelic guidance, and we'll book in for a specific one-to-one with you, where we spend time delving into your personal situation. But this, whatever this is coming up for you this week, it is relating to your family, it is relating to your lineage, to your maternal and your paternal ancestry, right? You know, and this is the space and time where you can actually heal it. Like, it's accessible. And that's the biggest thing. It's accessible to be healed should you want to heal it. And Isis is really holding that tall, right? And look, we've got passed over loved ones coming in with white eagle here. This is very much about family lineage, right? What trauma, what wound, and what blueprints have come through in your maternal line and your paternal line, and how have you shifted your template upon being born to match theirs, right? To complement theirs. Your father, would he only show you love if he, you know, if you were needy, right? And vice versa. You know, there's things like that. You know, we alter our template. That was just an example, but just an example that came up last week. But we alter our template to match that which we seek and desire. And being in a human form, we always desire that connection with our parents, with other loved ones. We desire that because we're in a human body which feels disconnected from source, from our divine mother father, right? So there is something here this week to do with your ancestral line, a wounding that you've held so deep that's going to come to light. You know, it's going to come to light, and it's going to be the thing that has just been that last little, it's going to be that last little thing that's been blocking you, right, from whatever your manifestation is. So if you've had a lifelong kind of to and fro with something, whether it's finances or love or the perfect relationship, whatever that is for you personally, you're going to receive insight this week. You're going to figure it out this week, right? Let's have a look at what guidance we've got to move forward. How can we best utilize these energies coming up to actually progress and ascend our vibration? We've got play. Absolutely, we want to play. We've got Council of Light. Perfect, right? Commander Ashtar, Council of Light. And we have transformation. Oh, how perfect. Things are changing at a cellular level. Okay, right. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Age of Light here. You've been training lifetimes for this, and that's exactly what this is. You're going to be drawing on so much soul wisdom this week, right? There's going to be so many tools, modalities, platforms, ways to actually facilitate your healing and your introspection and your work that you need to do on a soul level. Guys, we can't always do it on our own as well, but you've this week that we've got coming up is everything is aligned for you to actually really shift some heavy stuff this week and go through this transformation process. Everything is aligned for that. And although our souls are master souls, right, our humans forget that, right? So we can get into that kind of pattern of wanting to try and do it all ourselves, but remember, there are other energies, other people, other healers, other channels that are helping you understand and helping you expand into your true self, right? So if you are doing the work, which I'm going to say the people watching this video are doing the work, right, it's going to come to light for you. Whatever that is, whatever is blocking you is going to come to light, and it's going to be different for every single one. We've got the play card coming in because they want to remind you that in order to shift energy, you have to move your body, you have to raise your vibration, and that's so important. We've got the Council of Light coming in here saying, you know, this week literally is going to be such divine orchestration. I would imagine it shows up in our outer world in a lot of the way as well. Like in the outer world, we will see interesting things happening with our government and our politics in the 3D world, you know. Can I have a card for that actually? What's going to be showing up in the outer world? Yeah, like those that are holding a candle are going to be so, those that are standing tall in their light are going to be shining so much more brightly. And those that are stuck in the 3D world are going to be drawn to those with light. So if you are someone who is already connected spiritually, if you may have a day job, you may do something else, you may want to do this type of work, right? You may want to be of this type of service to be able to help people. This is the time where you're really going to be able to step up into that as well. This is a week where you are actually going to feel that empowerment and encouragement to step up into someone of service, right? Someone that is anchoring in light and being a way shower, a light worker, right? Light workers, you may become light masters this week. You may unravel something, unlock something within yourself that allows you to be that clearer channel, right? Look at this channel of light coming through, especially with Commander Ashtar holding the space and Isis here, you know. So much is coming through in the subtle realms, and we've got this transformation really happening. So things are changing at a cellular level. There is deep healing happening this week, right? There is deep healing happening this week. So let's get a card for our inner world. So what's the main challenge that we're going to face maybe this week? What's the main challenge we might face? This one. Listening to our intuitive feelings. Yeah. Being in silence, you guys. I'm actually going to put it out like that. Being in silence, being quiet, right? We can get so caught up in wanting to heal and wanting to fix and wanting to shift and wanting to transform and go through this process, yet we don't silence ourselves enough to actually hear the guidance being received, hear our bodies, hear all of that. And look at that, you are a powerful light worker coming in strong here. It's time to be quiet. This week, massive action will happen, massive shifts will happen this week. But guys, we've got to listen. We've got to open our ears. We've got to still ourselves to hear what the Mother Earth is saying, what the plants are saying, what the animals are saying, what your body is telling you, what your guides, your guardian angels, your overarching angel, your dream angel, what all the incredible light workers around you that are helping you, what they are all trying to share with you. Because when you stop and listen, oh guys, your dreams are right within reach then. Because you will see what is holding on to that skin that you're trying to shed. You will recognize that divine order is in play. You will be able to see so clearly within yourself, right? And that transformation really is going to happen, and you'll shift so much ancestral wounded and trauma, you know, just because it's been in your past, just because it's a pattern, you know, the pattern stops here, it stops here, you change it. This is the lifetime that it changes. This is where that pattern doesn't continue on, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe it's love, maybe it's money, maybe it's self-worth, maybe it's confidence, maybe it's beliefs over, you know, the world and class systems and countries and culture. It doesn't matter, it could be anything. But whatever it is for you, it's going to be big for you. This week is really going to allow you that introspection time. It's going to guide you to be introspective. And remember, you know, if you get nervous, focus on service. If you're worried about things, ask your angels how you can serve, and that will help shift even more energy. You are a powerful light worker. If you're watching this, you definitely are, right? And it's time that you step into this power. This is the transformation process. And what better of a goddess, an aspect of the goddess to look over you than Isis herself, right? So really incredible week, a lot of energy coming through, a lot of shifts happening, a lot of healing happening. If you would like assistance, someone facilitating your healing process, if you want to go on an Akashic journey, if you want to go on a deep soul healing, a retrieval, if you would like a little bit more clarity on this, you know, on whatever's going on, so that you know your steps ahead, reach out, you guys. It's always an honor to be of service to you all. I love you all so much. Have the best week. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And if you're not yet on my Facebook page, Ascension's Love with Alice, do check it out. Do hit the like button. And I will see you all soon. Brightest blessings and so much love. Namaste.